Beneath Poseidon's stern and imposing exterior lay a heart filled with passion and longing. He yearned for the love and companionship that had so often eluded him throughout his immortal life. Despite his power and authority, Poseidon often found himself alone, longing for the touch of another to ease the loneliness that gnawed at his soul. Poseidon's realm was vast and filled with wondrous creatures. He commanded the waves, could summon storms at will, and his presence alone could calm the fiercest tempests. Yet, with all his dominion over the sea, he could not command love. Mortal women often fell under his spell, captivated by his otherworldly beauty and charm, but their lives were fleeting compared to his own immortal existence. One night, as the moon cast a silvery glow over the restless ocean, Poseidon gazed into the horizon, his thoughts drifting back to past encounters. There was Amphitrite, a beautiful sea nymph who had once captured his heart. For a time, their love was as deep and boundless as the sea. But even Amphitrite, with her enchanting presence, found it challenging to bridge the gap between their lives. She, too, was a being of the sea, yet her spirit was far more free-spirited and independent than Poseidon's possessive love could accommodate. Years passed, and Poseidon's longing only grew stronger. He often wandered the shores, transforming himself into a mortal to mingle with humans, hoping to find someone who could understand his true essence. His travels brought him to bustling cities and quiet villages, but every encounter ended the same. Mortal women would come and go, drawn to his divine presence, but ultimately unable to bridge the gap between their mortal lives and his immortal existence. One evening, Poseidon found himself in a small fishing village, watching the simple lives of the people there. He saw a young woman named Callista, whose laughter was as refreshing as the sea breeze and whose eyes held the depth of the ocean. Intrigued, Poseidon decided to approach her, disguising himself as a humble fisherman. Callista was different from the others. She was kind-hearted and wise beyond her years, with a profound love for the sea. They spent many evenings together, talking about life, dreams, and the mysteries of the ocean. For the first time, Poseidon felt a connection that transcended his divine nature. Callista's presence eased his loneliness and filled his heart with hope. But Poseidon knew that his secret could not remain hidden forever. One stormy night, as the waves crashed against the shore, he revealed his true identity to Callista. He expected fear or disbelief, but instead he saw acceptance in her eyes. Callista understood the weight of his immortality and the burden of his power. She embraced him not as a god, but as a kindred spirit. Despite their deep bond, Poseidon knew that Callista's mortal life was fleeting. He could not bear the thought of losing her, so he made a heart-wrenching decision. He offered her a choice: to become immortal and share his eternal life, or to live out her days as a mortal, cherished but ultimately separated by the inevitable passage of time. Callista, with her profound wisdom, chose to remain mortal. She cherished every moment with Poseidon, knowing that their love, though finite in her lifetime, was infinite in its depth. Poseidon respected her decision and vowed to protect her and her descendants for all eternity. Years passed, and Callista's mortal life came to an end. Poseidon mourned her loss deeply, but found solace in the legacy she left behind. Her spirit lived on in the sea, and her love continued to inspire him. Though he still yearned for companionship, Poseidon realized that true love was not bound by time or existence. It was a connection of souls, transcending the mortal and the divine. And so, Poseidon continued his eternal quest for love, not out of loneliness, but out of a desire to honor the memory of Callista and the love they shared. He became a guardian of the sea, a protector of all who ventured into its depths, and a symbol of hope for those seeking true and enduring love. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey. If you enjoyed Poseidon's story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mythological adventures. Until next time, may friendship guide your path and courage light your way.